going forward. And Draymond winning the tap. It is a different Audi starting lineup for the Warriors. Anthony Edwards working on Wiggins. We'll step back three. And so we're scoreless. We'll stay 0-0 the first 2 minutes. And then look at Klay Thompson and McDaniels. What is going on with that? Wow. You've got a full-on fracas going on. Draymond came in to defend Klay. This got out of hand very quickly. So Jaden McDaniels been ejected. Klay Thompson's been ejected. Draymond has been ejected. Who had 8 points in a little over a minute on Sunday in the very tail end of that game. Saric an open look, and he bottoms a three.
You got to keep those bigs honest. You have to make the bigs pay for guarding on the perimeter.
Chris Paul, the give and go. Drop it off. Podziemski puts it in. Perfect. Podziemski running it back with Chris Paul. And Paul lost the handle. The Warriors turn it over. Anthony Edwards looking for a seam. Tough runner, and he made it look easy. Shot clock at 5. Chris Paul in trouble there. Saric, the crossover and the spin. Trying to get an angle. That's great defense to knock it down in a 24-second violation. Kyle Anderson and Naz Reid have checked in. Part of that deep Minnesota rotation. Naz Reid getting it up and in. He's been very good against the Dubs. Jonathan Kuminga's first playing time, and the Warriors are aching for a score tonight. And Wiggins, elbow jumper.
That's the perfect place to attack.
And that's just a shot he has not been making so far this year. Not recently. He hits that right elbow jumper like breathing. And up and under. Cat with a nice finish. Wow. He's at 15% for the season.
I was down there before the game. I watched him make like 10 in a row as Karl-Anthony Towns gets to the basket and the foul.
Corey Joseph running things along with Podziemski. GP2 on the baseline.
You want Podziemski
trying to find an open man, and there's a lot of draw and kick with the shot clock at 5. Joseph will bank one home. A banked-in three.
It's got the goggles going.
Corey Joseph will bumper card. There's Kyle Anderson.
Okay.
Very smart coming to block that shot.
We got to stop talking good about Kyle Anderson.
Naz Reid, good catch. Spinning on Kuminga. Naz Reid, what a finish.
Versatility.
This guy hit a three playing the Warriors.
His teammates call him big time. He can put the ball on the floor. He's got counter moves too.
Podziemski, little floater.
He's got that.
You have to do that with Gobert, right?
He's got such a Podziemski making the play again. A little misdirection.
Anthony Edwards rises. I tell you what, he is just improved year after year. Shake Milton. He missed everything because Joseph bothered him on that. Warriors can go 2 for 1 quickly. Podziemski knows that. Flips it up and in.
Okay.
11-second game shot clock difference winding down this first. Anthony Edwards. He rises for 3 and buries another one.
They're finally able to get it to Gobert.
Moses Moody attacking. What a reverse. Beautifully done.
I like that change of direction.
Warriors shooting it at 48%, limiting Minnesota to 42%. Towns. He would draw a foul on Kuminga. Cat, he's just feeling energized. Gobert with the rebound. Kyle Anderson, runner in the lane.
No one was out there. He anticipated.
Jackson Davis, good awareness. Podziemski, stay hot.
Okay.
He's got 12. Good rotation by Moody, but Kyle Anderson right down the lane. That's well done. Possession by possession. Hang in this game as long as you can. You got the odds stacked against you, and Karl-Anthony Towns got 16 already. Out at the high post, they're setting up Edwards. There's Wiggins. Good rotation, and that's how Edwards is that good.
He spun away from the double team. Actually spun into it and faded away from the double team.
And Saric, field goal and the foul. Roy Brown Jr., good rotation by the Warrior defense. Alexander Walker hits the three. He has been a great pickup for them. Andrew Wiggins. That left wing three used to be automatic. You can't buy one. Chris Paul hits a three. He's been struggling as much as anyone from distance. Looney, he comes up with a rebound.
shoot it.
Wiggins for three. Got one!
Oh, he made one.
His first three of the night. Alexander Walker out of the corner, missing that three. And Cat fighting with Pajemski. Good rebound, Karl Anthony Towns. Edwards an open three. That rush screen, credit Minnesota. Quality defense. Pajemski to beat the buzzer. Floated it up and in!
Hey, Pajemski show out.
Saric on the switch. Chris Paul, give me that.
He read that so well.
Chris Paul ended up in the lap of the sumo wrestler Konishiki as Pajemski puts that up and in. Someone's going to get 20 tonight.
Honestly, I'm not surprised it's Pajemski. He came so ready for tonight.
Conley, nice lob, and Gobert finishes. Said Minnesota, the best defensive team in the NBA, the hottest team in the NBA, having won 6 in a row. Towns inside. What a tough take and finish. He said 19 years and 17 years. That's a ton of years. A lot of battles at point guard. Saric, he does it again! He's got 16.
Saric is going at Naz Reid's head right now.
This is the biggest Warrior lead of the night. Karl Anthony Towns on the rookie. And the big cat rumbles in for a bucket. Here comes slow-mo down the lane. Shot clock at 7. Shake Milton all the way inside. Nice finish and foul. Shake Milton broke the paint. Answered repeatedly with 42 bench points. Naz Reid out of the corner. His three is just perfect. 43% for him. Kyle Anderson didn't catch it cleanly. Shot clock at 3. Slow-mo to the rim to put it up and in, and that shouldn't happen in the half court. Conquer the Giant. Shake Milton. Oh, he's going to hit the jumper, and just the swipe down is going to give him the N1 there. Moses has to launch. Did well to get it on the iron, and Cat with a big rebound. Pajemski steal. 2 seconds. He throws up a 3. He backed it in! The second backed in 3. Career for the #1 pick out of Santa Clara, which is at his pocket picked by Mike Conley. Conley will stop and bottom that. Now, they called it a 3, but I think that's going to be a 2. It
could be tough sledding.
Anthony Edwards is back in. He took over the 4th on Sunday night. The Warriors going with about as veteran group as they can as Karl Anthony Towns ties the game.
They're just forgetting about GP2 on the baseline. It's a great pass.
Towns another 3, and Minnesota takes the lead. Their first lead since 46-45.
They did. All these guys came to play tonight.
Nice pass back door. Alexander Walker cutting. You see Karl Anthony Towns. That's a beautiful look there. They've had 13 possessions with 1 field goal. And yet, they're right here. Here's Paul. There's the second field goal to tie the game. Cat wanted to throw it inside. Shot clock at 3. Edwards working on Wiggins. Will launch the 3 and put it in right at the shot clock buzzer. Wiggins back in with 5 fouls. Jaden McDaniels and Clay ejected. Draymond ejected in the first quarter. So it's Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns. There's 2 all-stars. Uses the high screen by Saric. Chris Paul to the rim. And he threw it backwards.
He could have laid that up. He thought Gobert was going to be there.
And Edwards ties the game. And now Minnesota takes the lead. Saric for the lead.
That's big. He had a lot of space there.
You got to defend without fouling. Edwards rises to bank it out. Rebound Anderson. Cat for the lead from deep, and he rails it. Edwards pulling up Pajemski with 5. Edwards leaning past to Conley. 3 on the way, and he got it.
That was so perfectly executed by him.
Kyle Anderson looking to inbound. And he throws it right to Chris Paul. And Paul from 3-quarter court. And that will do it.